Welcome to Travel Smart, the insider's travel guide from independent TV.
This is where we share our take on the best destinations to visit around the globe.
In this episode, we're taking a journey to the Middle East to explore Jordan. This is a land where ancient history blends with thriving cosmopolitan cities and stark desertscapes give way to winding forest trails, sandy beaches and rugged mountains. Jordan is a country that is welcoming tourists with open arms. Whether you're travelling solo, as a couple, or a family, you'll be met by warm hospitality and spoilt with excellent local dishes that blend influences of Middle Eastern, North African, Persian, and Mediterranean cuisines. Jordan is perhaps best known for Petra, a lost city carved into the pink sandstone cliffs in the southwest of the country, surrounded by wild desert, canyons, and mountains. Once the capital of the Nabatean Empire and home to as many as 20,000 people, Petra is one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world. There's a lot to see, so it's worth setting aside a couple of days to explore. It can be tempting to simply pass through Amman on your way to the desert or the coast, but it would be a mistake not to spend at least a day or two in this lively Middle Eastern metropolis. The city was built on 7 hills, and on the highest hill in Amman, you'll find the Citadel and Temple of Hercules. Venture a little higher, and you'll get to the Umayyad Palace. Spend a morning wandering among these archaeological ruins while enjoying beautiful views of the city below. Make sure you take some time to get stuck into city life. Among the winding alleys, green courtyards, and scenic rooftops, you'll discover cafes where you can sip coffee and hibiscus teas over board games. Over on Rainbow Street, you'll find some of the best falafel you've ever tasted, along with soft pittas, hummus, shawarma wraps, and sweet, flaky baklava.
Many travellers describe the otherworldly landscapes of Wadi Rum as something like Mars, and the rugged beauty needs to be seen to be believed. Out among the rolling dunes and rugged canyons, you'll find desert camps from where you can learn about Bedouin culture and explore the landscape through hiking, on camels, in 4x4s and even in a hot air balloon. Make sure you spend at least one night out here, as the clear night skies allow breathtaking stargazing experiences. When in Jordan, most travellers will want to stop off at the Dead Sea. It's fascinating. You're at the lowest point on Earth, and in these salty waters you're unable to sink. Spend some time floating and then maybe treat yourself to one of the many spa experiences on offer in the area that make use of the mineral-rich muds. For a quieter experience away from the crowds, take a trip to the Dana Biosphere Reserve, which is home to a wide range of wildlife, such as foxes, hyenas and gazelles, as well as endangered species including the sand cat and Syrian wolf. The best way to see this area is on foot, and there are a series of trails that take in local villages and offer opportunities to spot animals in their natural habitat.
Jordan's Red Sea coast often attracts divers keen to explore some of the most beautiful coral reefs in the world. As well as stunning coral reefs, divers can explore shipwrecks and exceptional marine life. Head to the small town of Aqaba, where you can take a boat out to dive sites that are suitable for beginners and advanced divers. There are also some excellent spots for snorkeling.
We've talked about the key destinations and sites in this remarkable country, but there's so much more to explore off the typical tourist trail. Hike through Qais in the north of the country. Take a road trip along the King's Highway and wander through Madaba's churches and immerse yourself in history on a day trip to Jerash.
And now we have a question for Simon. Simon, Frank has asked, I've heard that a number of airlines are cancelling flights to Jordan. Is this true, and should we be worried?
Frank is absolutely right that some flights have been cut back, particularly to the southern airport of Aqaba, but actually to the capital Amman there's still plenty of flights going in and out. And actually I think this makes it a fantastic time to go to Jordan, simply not seeing the same number of tourists as usual, which means that you will be more welcome than ever and you'll have a more enjoyable time. So get there sooner rather than later.
Great, thanks very much, Simon.
Thank you for asking it.
That's it for this episode of Travel Smart Weekly. Be sure to check in for the next episode, which you can watch on site, on the Independent's mobile app, or on your smart TV.
And for all the latest travel news, reviews and advice, go to independent.co.uk/travel. And why don't you have a listen to my daily travel podcast?